I like the back-to-back announcements. I like this. It's been born for a little while. Easy versus John John was just announced. And now, Murda Mook versus New Jerzey Twork. Who would have thought? Some people was guessing. Some people guessed it. I saw y'all on social media. But personally, somebody like me would have never thought that this announcement would have happened. I'll explain why. Let's talk about it. I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all, man. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all, man. Y'all know Murda Mook is in my top 3, bro. He's not number 3. So I can always respect and appreciate a Murda Mook announcement. You know what I'm saying? Because of his lyrical ability, you know what I'm saying? The effort he puts into his raps. You know what I'm saying? How good I think he is. Because a lot of y'all probably new generation fans don't think he's as good as somebody like me thinks he is. So that's cool. That's perfectly fine. But anytime that I hear a Murda Mook announcement, I can appreciate it, right? But besides the fact that I like like him as a rapper, right? One of the reasons that I appreciate a Murda Mook announcement is because usually, it's because there's a reason behind why Murda Mook is battling somebody. Whether it be the opponent has earned, and we're going to get into that, the situation, whether the reason be there's some kind of grudge between them, his opponent and Murda Mook, whatever it might be. Sometimes, or to see who's the best, actually who's better. You know what I'm saying? Like these are the reasons why when I hear a Murda Mook announcement, typically I can appreciate it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody like, you know, Tay-Rock, you know what I'm saying? Who's done everything he can, bro. Consistent 100% of the time, bro. I don't even remember Tay-Rock ever choking. You know what I'm saying? Getting victory after victory after victory. Okay, I can understand a Tay-Rock versus a Murda Mook. Geechee Gotti, champion of the year 3 times in a row, bro. Just consistent, super consistent, bro. Strength of schedule, his consistency. Bro, how many times he's had wins and debatable wins and all this stuff. I can see the announcement. I can see the reason for something like that. I can even see and understand a Murda Mook versus Briz Rawstein, even though I don't feel that their lyrical ability even matches up, or I don't think that Briz Rawstein I don't think Briz Rawstein can beat Murda Mook on his best day, to be completely honest with y'all. But the reason I would understand that type of matchup and announcement is because there's a history and a grudge between the two, right? So we're talking about the reasons that I usually typically appreciate a Murda Mook announcement. So when I saw the announcement, Murda Mook versus New Jerzey Twork, bro. I need to light a cigarette for this, man. I think, why, bro? Why? I mean, okay, great for New Jerzey Twork. I mean, New Jerzey Twork, congratulations, bro. You're getting a look that a lot of people have worked their entire careers to try and get. Being consistent, being there, winning battles and things like that. So you got this look over a lot of other people. So congratulations to you. Then after this, you also can potentially quite possibly become stamped as some type of legend, even though we all know the history of a New Jerzey Twork. I bet that this is the intent behind something like this, right? And this is why I don't really necessarily, or I'm not necessarily super excited over this announcement, even though I can always respect and I always appreciate a Murda Mook battle because I know what Murda Mook does. I know what he brings to the table, blase, blase, blah. I already know. We all know what it is, especially to URL. We all know he had a debatable loss to Big K. Honestly, I think Big K put the works on Murda Mook. But for some reason, again, when it comes to Murda Mook battling on URL, especially in New York City, I just don't think that Murda Mook is going to slack or take it easy on somebody like New Jerzey Twork because he understands his momentum, his popularity, and blase, blase, blah. But still, we understand who New Jerzey Twork is, his choke ratio. A lot of people want to talk about now the fact that New Jerzey Twork hasn't choked in a year, blase, blase, blah. Okay, cool. Congratulations. That's fine. Let's not take that away from New Jerzey Twork. right? Because that means that he's working towards becoming consistent. He's working towards it. That's what that means. It doesn't mean that we completely forget the history of New Jerzey Twork and the fact that the man had a damn near 80 to 20% choke ratio his entire career until he decided to start to shape up recently this past year. We can't disregard and dismiss that situation. Now we're talking about in comparison to other people, such as a DNA. DNA has shown up 100% of the time. I don't remember DNA choking either. DNA is one of the best lyrical rappers that there is on URL. I would be so much more excited to hear a DNA versus Murda Mook type battle, because I feel like there's a reason. DNA's been there. He's been working hard and has proven that he should be able to face a legend in the face of a pioneer of battle rap and a Mount Rushmore such as Murda Mook. He's proven. So why don't we get a battle like that? Why are we getting a New Jerzey Twork versus Murda Mook? Now, again, this is not to say that I'm not excited for the battle. It's just that I see the bigger picture when things like this happen. When things like this happen, I see the bigger picture. Yeah, I can just see the battle for what it is. Face value, okay, Twork versus Mook, blase, blase, blah. Twork is popular. Murda Mook is that guy. This is homecoming New York card. Murda Mook's got to be on there. Blase. I can see it as that face value, right? Or, unfortunately, my mind goes straight to the bigger picture. It goes to why? How has New Jerzey Twork earned a Murda Mook battle? How exactly? I mean, cool, okay, he's been consistent for a year, but how New Jerzey Twork over so many other battlers, bro, that I feel like would be a much better matchup? But it's simply the fact that the business is taking over, bro. I feel as if though Murda Mook took a big bag to do this battle, because I feel as if though Murda Mook is going to understand where I'm coming from as far as New Jerzey Twork. I don't feel having earned a battle versus somebody like a Murda Mook. But if you pay enough money to somebody like a Mook, of course. So I don't, you know what, I don't blame Mook. Today is the era. We're in an era right now, in an age where money is over everything, business over everything, the bag over everything. It used to be about solely competition, respect, earning the respect, competition, wins and losses, consistent. Used to be, those things used to matter, but nowadays it doesn't. So I completely understand why Murda Mook is battling New Jerzey Twork. But I'm confused though. Like, why exactly is it that we're not getting the Briz Rothstein versus Murda Mook? Like, how is it that we're not getting a Briz Rothstein versus Murda Mook? Even though, I'm not going to hold y'all. There's been so many back and forths, so many bluffs as far as this battle going down that I've kind of almost completely lost interest. But still, if it would have been a Murda Mook versus Briz Rothstein battle, a lot of people, and there would have been a lot of excitement in the culture. There would have been a lot of excitement. So I'm curious as to why that doesn't get locked in. Is it still an issue of politics? Is it still an issue where the URL is not willing to pay Briz Rothstein or not willing to give in to what Briz Rothstein wants and blase, blase, blase? Is it still that type of issue, man? I'm just saying, man. Again, New Jerzey Twork, man, congratulations, man, for getting this type of look. The type of look a lot of people work their entire careers to try and get. Murda Mook, 2-1 clear. Gentleman's 30. As far as the prediction for this battle, here's why I feel that way. And this is the reason that I watch battle rap too. When Murda Mook raps, if he cares and wants to win, bro, Murda Mook has very potent material, bro. You can dissect Murda Mook's material. Murda Mook's material typically has to do with their opponent. It's typically crafted, you know what I'm saying, for their opponent. It's typically personalized for their opponent. Blase, blase, blah. That's the type of things that I look for when it comes to a battle, bro. Personals, attacks. You're getting at the opponent. New Jerzey Twork, as exciting and as loud as he can be, and as much conviction as you can have, if you're not directly attacking your opponent, you're not going to win the battle. And for me, New Jerzey Twork has an awful lot of material, typically a lot of the times, that is not personalized directly to his opponent, typically. New Jerzey Twork brings to the table a lot of general bars that have to do with a lot of general things. Shooting, bang, bang, killing, or this and that, and do this. And it doesn't have to, that to me tells me that you don't take the time or didn't take the time to personally craft material for your opponent, is what that tells me, during your preparation phase, right? Leading up to this battle, waiting for this battle. That type of material tells me that you just decided to go with generic bars that everybody can use for any other opponent, maybe throwaway bars that you had in your things and your writtens and blah, 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 and I don't like that. So the reason I feel like Mook clearly wins this battle, bro, is because that's what Mook brings to the table. That's the type of thing that Mook brings to the table typically most of the time, bro. And this has nothing to do with Mook being in New York. I feel this way if it would have been in wherever Twork is from, you know what I'm saying, Jersey or whatever, which is right over the border. It's not far from right there. So there's not going to be much bias. There can't be much bias. As a matter of fact, when it comes to bias, I feel like there's a bigger bias towards somebody like Jerzey Twork. There's a bigger bias, I feel like, for somebody like Jerzey Twork when it comes to this whole thing going down to New York City. So for y'all trying to come up with that excuse now where Murda Mook is at home, Jerzey Twork is right over the border, right over the water, right over the bridge, right through the bridge, right over, you know what I'm saying? He's right there. So this should be pretty fair. Anyways, I just don't think that Twork can craft the material that I feel like is going to be necessary in order to walk away with a victory in this situation, bro. And Murda Mook is smart, bro. Y'all saw what he did with Geechee Gotti. What Murda Mook did versus Geechee Gotti, bro, was he made it a New York versus Cali situation while we were in New York. So there was obviously going to be a bias, and he knew that the crowd was going to start rocking with, because we're in New York, and Murda Mook, the approach was to turn it into a New York versus Cali situation, bro. That's approach. A lot of people want to say, oh, it was biased. No, it takes strategy to come up with that type of approach. Had Murda Mook not made it a Cali versus New York type of situation versus Geechee, the battle could have definitely gone Geechee's way. The battle could have absolutely gone Geechee's way. But the fact that Murda Mook decided and thought up of the idea to make it a Cali versus New York thing in New York was genius. And this is what I mean by approach and strategy. This is why Murda Mook clearly beats Jerzey Twork. I'm not going to hold you. But there's going to be a lot of bias. I know it. We all know there's going to be a lot of bias from the Tworkettes. You know what I mean? Regardless of what happens up there. Even if Twork chokes, they're going to be like, oh, Twork choked. He just stumbled. He only maybe lost that round. Even they still would even try to give him that round type of thing. The reason I say that is because, again, we got to think about consistency, bro. If we're talking about, and this is the reason I bring up choking, is because if we're talking about putting your money on a battle rapper, I understand being biased and liking Twork more than Mook. I understand it. Cool. We all got biases. We all, whatever the case is. That's understood. But thinking logically, if you were to put your money on one of these guys, who you putting your money on? Thinking logically. Now we got to think, again, Murda Mook, consistent. Whenever it's really time to show up, he shows up. This is in New York. All right, cool. Murda Mook knows how to, and then we got who shows up. Murda Mook doesn't choke, blah, 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 blah. Usually typically comes over prepared, right? But you're going to put your money on that guy? Or you're going to put your money on somebody who's just recently decided to start shaping up? Somebody who's just recently decided to stop choking in battles and focus a little bit more on his material and the fact that this is a whole career for you. Who would you put your money on? I'm putting my money on the person I can bank on. Somebody who comes 100% of the time, shows up every time he needs to show up, is over-prepared, and is consistent, and is very good on top of that lyrically. That's who I'm putting my money on. I'm putting my feelings aside. Ain't no bias here, putting feelings aside. This is just thinking logically. So these are just some of the reasons, bro, why Murda Mook wins, bro. Pretty clearly in my eyes. But I need to know what y'all think, man, because this is an unexpected announcement. I ain't expect to hear this announcement. This is not the battle that I was expecting, even though some of y'all was predicting it. So let me know what y'all think, man. You already know what it is. It's your boy Joe coming at you live and direct from the battle.